a competitive setting is that typically you want to go for 1 point and mid. And then sometimes you would end up having 2 points. And when you have
No,
2 points,
You mean
yeah,
two?
when you have 2 points, you would ignore mid. But since it becomes an issue where the enemy team doesn't have nowhere to heal, they're gonna be constantly be attacking your home points if you have both of them, especially if they're separated. If they're very very far apart, it becomes an issue where the enemy can reinforce faster than you can, and this, that, and the other, and it's really not too beneficial to have 2 points anymore as much as it was before, because without the defender renown, they can attack without losing too much renown. So mainly what we want to do is keep one of the home points, and typically there's almost all maps, 1 point is either yours because you're closer to it, or it's the best point in the game. So for example, Harbor, this map is very symmetrical, but C tends to have a faster rotation to B than A does. So that's one thing that you want to consider. For your home point, typically, you have one person always at your home point to make sure that the enemy team doesn't come in with 2 people and just immediately cap it off and take it away from you.
Plus
so,
boosting.
Yep. Plus, boosting, you get renown and you get extra points. So that's the one thing you want to do. You always want to have mid, because now that mid has gotten buffed, mid has basically creates the same amount of points that a regular point does while boosting. So we want to focus heavily on mid now more than we did before.
Okay.
So typically we have opening rotations. Depending on the map and how easily it is to reinforce, we would send either 2 or 3 persons to the best point, and it's typically C. Funny enough, all of the competitive maps, the best point tends to be C. So we'll send either 2 or 3 people to C, and then 1 or 2 people to mid. The person who goes to mid has to be either the worst team fighter or the best mid clearer. So that's one thing we have to consider. They have to also be able to be good at self-sustaining in mid and having a 1v1. That's why typically the person we send is the worst team fighter, and when it's the worst team fighter, typically that means they're a good 1v1er. So that's the basic opening rotations and things you want to look out for when it comes to pushing and stuff like that.
Okay.
When we say, "Oh, this is a good push," that's typically what we want. Either 1 or 2 people pushing the enemy home point. That's when 2 people are really low, and then reinforcements are gonna take a while to come in. Any questions?
No, I don't think so.
Yes, what is the point?
What is this? What is For Honor?
How do you parry?
What are recoveries?
Yeah.
Yes, that's still confirmed. So yeah, Raider typically wants to go to the home points because of how good his unblockables and hyper armor is. Typically, we'll send Shinobi to mid when it comes to the first opening rotation because he's terrible in team fights. He's just a really good ganker and a really good 1v1er. So
Okay.
yeah, that's the basics of it.
Yep.
I mean, yeah.
And don't be
No.
afraid to disengage from a fight and go heal.
Yep, that's one thing we're gonna constantly tell you to do. Even if you're not like me, where I have a pixel of health, we are going to send you back home to get healed.
And then we switch out. So there's
Okay.
basically always one person home, and then you can switch out with them if you get
No.
low health.
Yep. Typically, we have an anchor as well, and we might be doing a lot more different strats when we start, evolving as a team together. Because with the new Dominion changes, it gives us a lot of freedom to be sending people to enemy home points to have, the Eagle 1v1 or other stuff that we can do because how less oppressive Defender Renown is.
Yep, basically.
Yeah.
You
okay.
you popped how many feats and you still lost?
3.
What?
He popped 3 feats and he still lost. I didn't
Uh,
pop a single one.
I was at 50 health, mind you.
Option selecto, cuz.
I'm going to GB.
Oh, okay. I thought we were just.
I'm going to GB. No, so late.
You're bad, Nishki.
Fuck you.
Shit. I'm bad. Never mind.
You're bad too.
I zoned.
That just took all my health.
I can't get to you, Obi.
How much fucking
Yeah, no
damage?
problem.
57 and then 4 to 17 takes.
You didn't think I was gonna let the top heavy fly.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What's the top heavy?
Why this is top heavy? I only know side heavy. So, what now?
And yeah,
Sorry?
I mean, I guess we could play Dominion or some shit.
Oh
I
yes!
have to
We,
leave soon, pretty soon, anyways, because I need to make dinner.
we can go all EU! Woo!
Yeah!
Yeah!
answers.
No more 100 ping.
No one to ping!
What's up? There's
Carl, let's gank this guy.
Alright. Kind of looks like he's back.
There's only tomatoes.
Go on GB.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Why would you parry that?
Let's get baited. Toxic gameplay.
I don't see it.
Look, guys, MK doesn't see it.
That's all good.
In parentheses, he's blind.
He's biocapped. He's biocapped.
He's actually by a cab.
Yeah.
He'll be out here killing.
Oh, I cannot do it in time.
Bring 2 Volvitas. Bring the mac and cheese ones.
The mac and cheese ones. Americans be like,
There's two.
Mac and cheese ones.
There's deluxe and Velveeta.
right, I'm gonna kick MK from the group.
There's
I've
2 boxes of mac
never-
and cheese.
I've never ate mac and cheese in my life.
Wait, where? What?
You never. Really?
No. I
Why?
didn't.
Why? How?
Mac
What?
and cheese isn't
Because
isn't
we're
a
not
thing in
fat
Germany.
American. Yeah, it isn't. The only time I only